You guys, hey, first of all, what's up? Second of all, we need to talk, okay? We need to talk about drugstore makeup brands that no one ever talks about. And why is that, first of all? I don't know, but maybe there's a reason. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be the experimenter for you guys today, and we'll find out if maybe it's because all the makeup is garbage, or maybe they're just the underdogs and we need to start giving them some attention. And I'll be able to do that for you today because I got a full face of drugstore brands that no one ever talks about for you guys to try, for me to try, for you guys today. So we're gonna be trying out this full face here. I'm super excited because I think we might have found some gems just looking at the things, but I don't know until we actually try it. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. If there are any high-end makeup brands that you feel like no one ever talks about, drop them down in the comments below. Hey, editing Ashley, real quick. I was just about to upload this video to YouTube and I did like some quick searches and stuff, and I saw that I'm actually not the first one to do this style video where we talk about brands that no one's ever talking about anymore. Smoky Glow actually has a high-end brand version, more kind of commentary style rather than try on what I'm doing today, but I definitely wanted to give credit to her. So I'll drop her video down in the description box. Check that out. It's super chill, really cool to like just kind of talk about brands that nobody talks about anymore, and why not? By the way, if you are new to my channel and new to my face, my name is Ashley Ellix and I post beauty and lifestyle videos here on YouTube, usually 3 times a week, but you guys, got a little bump date for you, okay? Here's my giant old belly. I am 35 weeks and I'm getting very exhausted. I don't know at what point I'll be able to go back to 3 times a week, but it's good. Yeah, I'm doing my best. So hang in there with me. Follow me on my social media accounts if you aren't yet, such as Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. It's way easier for me to post quick content for you guys over there to consume. And I love YouTube so much, but this is really hard at this very moment in my life, and I'm gonna have to start slowing down for a temporary time. I'll be back full force. It's just a part of this pregnancy and new baby on the way thing. I'm talking your ear off and not about the content that we're gonna be talking about today. I'm going off on a tangent. It's time to get down and slather my face in this makeup and see if any of it is any good and if it should be on your radar and if we need to start talking about it. If that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, keep on watching. Boop! Okay, zoomed you in a little bit. So starting with this product that I picked up at Walmart, the brand Found. Has anybody used anything from that brand, Found? Is it lost? Dad joke. No, seriously, I saw it, I want to say like a year ago, and I haven't seen anybody talk about it, but I picked up the face primer to try today. It's the smoothing face primer. It says it's supposed to blur the look of fine lines and pores. It retailed at Walmart for $9.88, so let's say 10 buckaroos. Packaging is really pretty, and it's supposed to be like more natural ingredients, so like on the container right here it says 90% natural. Okay. Ooh, feels really nice. Kind of like a water texture. Yeah, if you've used this brand, like what do you think of it? What products have you used that you like? Because I've literally never heard anybody talk about this brand Found. Is it just my Walmart that has it? I don't know. It was a big display. I did see on the display though a primer that, not a primer, a blush that had kind of spoiled a little bit. It had like little gross little dots on there. Yeah, gross. I don't know. There might be a reason why nobody's using this. We'll see. This primer doesn't have like much of a stick to it. Kind of feels almost like a nothing primer. I feel a tiny bit of texture on my face, but probably should have gotten something else. This was the only product though that really stuck out to me. Yeah, nothing else looked that exciting. So let's move on. I'm gonna grab this concealer. Now, back in the day, this brand was so talked about, but no one talks about this brand anymore, and I have a couple things from them, and it's hard candy, okay? This is the Glamoflauge concealer. Who remembers the cult following that was Glamoflauge concealer because it was supposed to cover tattoos and everything? It was in like a squeezy tube. Well, it's not anymore. Now it's in this little wandy guy. So I picked up the shade Warm Light. All the light shades kind of look the same, so we'll see how it goes. But it retails for only like $5, $4.98 at Walmart. That's where I picked picked it up, and I'm very curious to find out, is this as good as we used to think it was? I don't know if they reformulated it because of the new packaging. I don't know if it's a product that's like, we kind of forgot about it and we need to rediscover it, because since this product came out, obviously so many other brands are now making full coverage concealers. That is this formula now obsolete and that's why we're not using it, or do we need to go back to it because it's $5? I don't know, but I'm gonna cover up this coloration on my cheeks first. That's what I always do, and then we'll go back to using it. Oh, look, it's like a bad old doe foot applicator. Is it supposed to be bent? I don't know, probably not. Yeah, I don't know, but ooh, feels really nice going on. Feels really silky. After I do my foundation, I'll go back with this, you know, for the under eyes and everything, but let's blend that out right here. What if we need to be using these products? You know, why are we not talking about, why is no one talking about these brands? I like that coverage. That looks nice. That looks nice. Yeah. Let's move on to foundation though. So I feel like this brand in general isn't talked about that much. There are a couple pieces that people talk about kind of, yeah, not really, but sometimes. And that is the number 7 line. So always there's a big display at Walgreens. That's where I picked this up. Target sometimes has the makeup, sometimes just the skincare. I think Ulta sells just the skincare, but basically you can find this brand at a lot of different drugstores. So I picked up the Lift and Luminate Serum Foundation. Part of the reason why I feel like this one isn't talked about that much maybe is because it's a higher price point. Maybe that's why. Or is it because it's not good? I don't know. Because hard candy is way, way, way more like affordable with the $5 concealer, and everything's like around that price point and no one talks about it. So that theory might be completely wrong. Slide this out. I think this was around like the $15 price point. It was a while ago that I bought it, so I can't find the receipt now, but it's a nice glass container, very fancy looking. It looks very high end. I picked up the shade Cool Ivory, and it was very difficult to try to figure out what my shade might be. And not only that, the shade range, at least at my Walgreens, was absolutely awful. It did not expand deep enough at all. And then also, like, I went on to number 7's website and it is not very user-friendly. It's kind of a mess, and it was really hard to try to figure out what my shade was. I couldn't find swatches. So this is a guessing game. Hopefully it works out. I'm gonna just take it onto my brush. What kind of coverage is this supposed to be? Medium coverage, radiant finish, has SPF 15, says it's supposed to make the skin look firmer and skin tone more even. Wrinkles appeared reduced. I don't know about all that, but let's just slap it on and see how it looks. Sometimes I think that's why we don't hear people talk about certain brands, is because their, you know, either their social media is very lacking and they're not very active on there, or their websites are awful. It's just like they're not really trying as a brand. They put things out there, they have their full displays, and they just rely on maybe repeat customers, or I don't know, the product speaking for itself on the shelf. So much rhyming. I don't know what it is. Okay, yeah, that looks really nice, really good glow on my skin. My skin does look really radiant. I actually quite like this. It's for sure medium coverage, and I think it's really beautiful. Oh my gosh, number 7. That was the other thing though. I was a little overwhelmed, and I've actually looked at the number 7 display a few times over, you know, the years, and I've never picked up anything because there was so many foundations to choose from that it was almost overwhelming, you know? So I, you know, doing this video, I was like, okay, I gotta pick one that I think will check all my boxes, and this is the one that I went for. And you know what? It's really pretty. Let me jump back over to the Glamoflauge concealer from Hard Candy and put those into the areas I like to lighten. I'm gonna try not to go too heavy-handed because this is a thick concealer. It's almost like a cheap soap smell. That's what this concealer smells like. Like, you know, you're using a random bathroom and they have their, you know, their soap in there. That's what it smells like, a random cheap, you know, public restroom soap. Hey, for $5, as long as it works and it doesn't, you know, give my skin any issues, I don't care. Look at that. That was a little bit, and that sure does That sure does brighten. Wow, wow. I feel like this concealer is blending a lot better than when it was, you know, the original packaging, original formula. Like I said, I don't know if the formula has changed at all, but this does seem to be way easier to blend out. I remember the original Glamoflauge was so thick. This is really nice, guys. That's all blended out. I feel like that looks pretty good. I gotta start playing with this one. I'm definitely gonna be using this more and trying it out in different ways for you guys because this looks really, really good. I'm shocked. I was expecting such a thick product, you know, because of how it used to be. This looks good. Okay, so for powder, I did pick up something from No. 7 that I have heard people every once in a while talk about, and that's the Lift and Luminate Triple Action Finishing Powder. I've heard people talk about it because a lot of people say it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury a airbrush translucent setting powder or something. So I finally was like, let me give it a go. So I don't know if that's cheating because this particular product I hear people talk about every once in a while, but as a brand overall, nobody really talks about No. 7, you know? And they have so many products that it's almost weird. It's weird. Why are nobody talking to, why is no one talking about it when they have so many things? You know? So I picked up the shade Light, and that is very light. Not meant to be a foundation though. It's meant to be just a finishing powder. I'm going to powder my face now. Try not to take away too much glow. Try not to go in too heavy-handedly. Oh, my words. My words are hard. That and I'm winded. Okay, let me pat that underneath the eyes. Ooh. Excuse me, pores. Those, this, that, just putting it right in this little triangle area, my pores, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell on camera, hopefully you can, they look definitely more diffused than not setting it versus some of the other products that I use, you know, on the daily, and setting powders, pressed setting powders. That looks really nice. This looks like, to me, I love the IT Cosmetics by My Pores setting powder. This is kind of doing what that does. How much was this though? This was like around 15 bucks too. The thing about Walgreens is what is nice if you're gonna get anything from No. 7 is every few weeks they do like buy one get one 50% off with the brand, and you can mix and match the different products within the brand. So that's what I did with this. I think the foundation was 15 and then I got this one for half off. So if it was like 10 bucks, then I only paid $5 for it, something like that. And then that makes it a little bit more, you know, a little more affordable. Get yourself a deal. Sign up for a Walgreens card if you don't yet. Out of all the drugstores, Walgreens is my favorite. They have like the best beauty programs and bounce back things. I mean, CVS does some good stuff too, but I like the brands that my Walgreens carry a little bit better. Anyways, this powder, I can see why people do talk about it and rave about it because this is going really nicely. Now we just need to figure out why no one else talks about the rest of the brand. I might need to do like a full face of No. 7 products and get down to the nitty gritty here and figure it out. And I forgot to mention the packaging of this one is beautiful too and mirrored and really nice, and that it looks like a luxury brand at the drugstore. It's so crazy. But I need to add some color onto my face now because I'm looking a little washed out. Let's first talk about Pop Beauty. So I found this brand at CVS. I had honestly never heard about it before. It's not Pop Sugar, it's Pop Beauty. Pop Sugar, if you didn't know, actually just went out of business. They're no longer making makeup. At least I think they said something like, you know, I don't know if they said they're gonna be back, but they just said, you know, no. We're gone. Pop Beauty though, I guess is different. It looks very similar though. I got this, it's called a highlighting palette, but this particular one looked more like a highlight blush bronzer type of palette. And it was around $10, which was a little bit pricey, but CVS was doing a bounce back coupon. So I think I got like a $6 coupon back. So it's almost like it's $4. This one is called Gilded Peach. So yeah, like I said, there's a bronzer in there. You could probably use these as blushes and then also highlight. I have a separate highlighter, but I want to try this out. I wanted to try something from the brand and they didn't have that much, but they had these cute monochromatic systems. So you had the peach system and then the pink one and, you know, coordinating nail polish and lip products. And I just thought it looked really fun. But again, I haven't heard anybody talk about this brand. Have you tried anything? Let us know. So let's start with this bronzer kind of looking shade. I'm sure it's going to be really glowy because it's kind of, you know, touted to be a highlight palette. Ooh, no, it's not. That's not too glowy of a bronzer. That's actually quite nice. It's not like crazy pigmented, so I think on deeper skin tones this probably really won't show up that much, but it's technically a highlighter. But as a highlighter, it's not highlightery enough. You know, do you know what I mean? Let's try out this blush kind of shade here. Again, it's a highlighter, but let's use it as a blush. I'm gonna try this darker one. Going a little light-handed. I'm a little nervous that it's gonna be glowing to the gods. Oh, it's that. That's kind of cute. Oh, excuse me. Considering this is supposed to be a highlight, that has like a pretty good amount of pigment in it. I would call this more like a face palette as opposed to a highlight palette. Just maybe one more for lighter skin tones. But you might be able to layer up like this blush, for instance, a little bit. Blending really nicely. It's really pretty. It's cute. It's cute. I wonder, like, this looks like it's, no, that's nice too. Look at that highlight. Okay. I'm using a different highlight, but now I want to try, let me put this up here and use my brush. Put it like up here and see how it is. Oh, that has a good glow to it. What a cute little gem at the drugstore. Okay, so why is no one talking about this? Yeah, you can definitely see that a little too much. Whoopsies. Why is nobody talking about Pop Beauty? Is it just because there's just not that big of a selection? Does it just not appeal to anybody? I had like a little display at my CVS with all the monochromatic things. Like I said, I'm curious now though if they have concealers and foundations and stuff because my display didn't have it. But that's cute. I'm pleasantly surprised. Okay, so highlighters. Okay. Profusion. Okay, I got some highlighters. I got some eye stuff. Now I should say this is a gray area. I feel like no one in the past has been talking about it. Lately, it's starting to come on people's radar. For me personally, that's the case for me. It used to be a brand that I would only see like at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and then I noticed it one day at Walmart, like on a little side area with like some contour and blush palettes, and then I saw the Walmart that I have near me expanded, and they have a whole section now, and I've tried a couple products from them and was blown away. And I don't feel like people are talking about this brand enough, basically is what I want to say. So I want to try some new stuff for me today and see, okay, listen, we need to be talking about this brand because they're on the come up, all right? So I picked up these. They say that they're a Walmart exclusive. I'm not sure where else you could pick up Profusion anyways, other than like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Are they at your like Rite Aid or CVS? Let me know. But these are the Whipped Glow Mousse Highlighters. I picked these up because these look exactly like the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, the original formulas, and I want to see because even though ColourPop is more in the affordable range, these ones are even cheaper. So can we get a dupe for a dupe for a dupe for a dupe? That would be great. These ones are $4.98. I believe the ColourPop ones now are $8, you know, if you're not getting them on sale or anything. I picked up the shade Whip It Good, which looks like the Flexitarian from ColourPop. And then I also picked up Sweet Whip. I'm going to show you what Sweet Whip looks like, but I'm not going to use it today because I just only have so much of a face. I'm going to use it like in a separate you know, TikTok or Instagram video or something like that because it just looks so pretty and I need to get a shot of it in the sunlight because it is so pretty. So this is Whip It Good. That's a cute name. That's nice. Let's give it a little feel because, oh my gosh, it's cream. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Excuse me, Profusion. Okay, it's creamier than ColourPop's, but it still dries down to a powder. That is... okay, that is wild. Okay, it's tripping me out. Let me pop a little right here just with my finger. Oh, that totally looks like Flexitarian. I can use Flexitarian with a brush, so let me try it. Let's see. It's such a cream though. I don't know. Am I getting any? I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work with this one. Oh, although I stand corrected. Excusez-moi. Whoa, excuse me. Yeah, it is a lot. That is a really gorgeous glow for $5 buckaroos at your local Walmart. That is really nice. You know I gotta get Flexitarian out though and do a swatch. The formula feels a little different, a lot more creamier, I wanna stress that. But if the end result is the same, you know, doesn't really matter. Okay, here she is. Flexitarian. Like, okay, look at that. Okay. I know that the Super Shock is pretty darn creamy, but Profusion is even creamier. Look at that. They look so similar, okay? This side is the Profusion. This is Flexitarian. I would say that the Profusion is ever so slightly more yellow than Flexitarian. Flexitarian almost has like a silvery shift to it. For my skin tone, actually, the Profusion one looks a little bit better than the Flexitarian one is. This is the other shade, Sweet Whipped, that I picked up. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I gotta touch it. Oh, this one almost feels more like a Super Shock. Weird. Okay. Okay, that is absolutely stunning. Oh man, that has like a fiery shift. So cute. $5. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, so I'll be trying this on. This one's more glittery of a formula, but I'll be trying this Sweet Whip formula on, shade on my Instagram or TikTok. Make sure you're following me there. I'll do, you know, some fun little things. I'll do a fun little try on video for you guys, extended content, you know, and let's move on. So I got one more face product to try out today, and this brand, you know, you're gonna know what I'm talking about exactly when I tell you. This brand used to be like so many people's favorites. There were so many different products that people loved. It was very talked about, and then it kind of wasn't. Like instant, overnight. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know Ulta pulled it, I think, and I don't know, is it still online at Ulta? It's not in the stores anymore, and Walmart doesn't have it either. And that is Flower Beauty, okay? What happened to this brand? What's going on? I don't know. It is still at CVS. That's where I found it. It didn't have nearly as many products as it used to. I didn't see like the face finishing powders and some of the foundations, but I did see a lot of new products from them. So I don't know if they're going through like a thing. I don't know what's going on with them, but I saw this Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray and it looked really nice. You got to shake it up. It's kind of like a dual phase type of thing. And I'm currently on the hunt for a replacement for my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray something. Not only because it's expensive, but I also think it smells like a dollar burger at Burger King. You know, if you know, you know, I've talked about it before, and I don't want that for a luxury product. So I'd like to find a replacement. I'd like to start trying more Flower Beauty stuff and find out why is nobody really talking about this brand anymore? What happened? What's going on? Because it's weird. For something to be like, I felt like I saw everybody talking about it on YouTube at one point and then just not. Ooh, that's a fine mist. Ooh, that's... There is a lovely floral fragrance in here, which I kind of appreciate. It's almost like a rose fragrance because it's Flower Beauty. And I feel like that should have always been a thing. That feels really nice. Oh, it kind of spit out a little bit weird though. It felt like it was going on nice, but I see like some spits and spots of setting spray. That's not that lovely. Hopefully it doesn't dry down like excessively glowy in those areas. What I liked about this illuminating spray, illuminizing spray, whatever, is that I couldn't see any kind of glittery particles, which I do not like in my dewy sprays because they can tend to look, it can tend to look crazy when you have glitter everywhere when you don't mean to. So I just want it to luminize. Yeah, that looks pretty nice though. Not feeling like it's a complete dupe for my Charlotte Tilbury one yet. So probably still on the drawing board for that one. If you know of a really good dewy setting spray that you think I should try out to try to replace that Charlotte Tilbury, let me know. I'm gonna do my eyes, but I wanna do my lips really quickly because I'm gonna kind of do like a fun bright eye look and I don't want it to be too distracting from the lips. So let's draw my lips real quick. I got these other two products from Hard Candy. This is what I picked up first, and then I saw the Glamoflauge and I was like, oh my goodness, Glamoflauge. I saw that and I was like, I gotta try that again. But this is what I first picked up. It is a little Marilyn Monroe collection. How stinking cute, Hard Candy. That's the thing about Hard Candy, going back to that, is do people walk past it at Walmart and it doesn't catch their eye because they have such a a big section at my Walmart, but half of it does kind of look like kitty makeup, and like it has all the pressed glitters and stuff, which I'm all about. I think it's super fun. But the packaging does look a little bit Claire's-like. That's a better word for it, like Claire's makeup. But then the other half looks good. And you have this whole Marilyn Monroe collection that's so pretty and nice. And it's just, I don't know. But maybe it's garbage. Let's try it out. Let's see. Do you guys remember when hard candy was like at Sephora and stuff and it was such a big deal? You know, they're another brand too that I feel like they don't take social media seriously. Did they get bought out? Does some big company own them? I feel like that happens a lot. When companies get bought out, it just, the extra touch and customer care and connection with the brand goes away. So this lipstick is super cute though. I got the shade Nude. It's a satin lipstick. How much? How much did I pay? $5.97, so $6. That is pretty nice. It looks like it's seen some better days though. Oh, it looks kind of melty. Smells like coconut though. Smells fine, no odd smell, but it just doesn't look like as smooth and even. However, I'm not really worried about it because it was completely sealed. I had to like cut it out of this. It had like stickers on both sides, so I don't think anybody fiddled with it. It looks fine. It just looks like it maybe melted a little bit in transit and then went back together. I don't know. It's not a Jaclyn Hill situation, I don't think. So that's the bar that I have. Okay, let's put this on and see how it feels. Wow, I didn't realize how freaking dry my lips are, and you guys have been staring at them the whole time. I'm so sorry. This shade is really pretty. Oh my goodness. That's creamy. That's satiny. That's nice. Excuse me, Marilyn Monroe. I'll have to throw on a lip liner to clean it up, but just so you could see that shade Nude on me. I like that. I also picked up this gloss from Hard Candy. This is the Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss. Now, back when I first started my YouTube channel that first year, I tried a whole bunch of their plumping lip glosses and I really liked them. Why this one is my favorite one out of the three, at least first impressions go. This one almost feels more moisturizing. This plumping serum was also $5.97, also $6. So I got the shade Sunkissed. It's really glittery, really cute looking. Ooh, it has a better smell. I still smell a little bit of that original smell from when it was in that other packaging, but a little more of a vanilla scent now. That's a little more enjoyable. Ooh, that's glittery. I mean, well, it kind of goes away once you rub it in, but that's cute. Walmart coming through. That is really nice. But why does nobody talk about hard candy? There might be some little gems in there, you guys. They had a lot. A lot. There was even a foundation. There was some setting sprays, primers. We might need a full face of hard candy soon too. Number 7 and hard candy. That might need to be a video that happens. So I stepped off for a second and did my brows, primed my eyes, did all of that because nothing stuck out to me when I was searching. So I just did that, and check out all these products from Profusion that just look awesome, and the price point is awesome as well. Look at how fun these things are. These eyeshadow palettes were $5 a piece. Do you see how big these pans are? $5. Oh my goodness. So I had to get 2 of them. I'm going to be using the neon one today because it just looks so fun. And I have a liner that I'm going to pair with it. But I had to pick up this mauves one too because look at that shade right in there. That looks like a total Huda Beauty formula. So I'm going to be trying this out again on my Instagram and TikTok and all of that. And you guys can see it over there because I got to find out how that is. That looks really good. It looks like a Huda Beauty dupe, possibly. We'll see, but we're gonna be focusing on this neon collection today because, you know, sometimes we don't want to spend a lot on colorful shadows because we don't use them all the time, and it'd be nice to have something that you can just pick up at Walmart really quickly. Again, that's where I picked up my Profusion stuff. So the reason why I'm gonna be doing this neon palette is because I also picked up the Electric Bold Liner in the shade Trip, which is that crazy bright green neon. So now you probably know why I have the neon greens going on in this video today, because I'm kind of circulating my look, crafting my look, basing my look around this liner. I have the orange one that I picked up this last summer, 6 months ago, and it is so good. It is so neon, and it doesn't crack. It just glides right on. Oh, the camera doesn't do it justice. It is so bright. It's so good. So when I saw that finally they had some more stocked up of these, I had to pick one up, and there was a pink one too, but I didn't do that. I just did the green for now. Let's play around with this palette. I think I'm going to be using the blues, and then this is one shimmer. So everything in here is matte except for this one right here. I'm just going to create a look. So you could just, you know, grab yourself a snack, grab yourself something to drink, hang out with me for a minute while I just blend this all out, and we'll see how it goes, and I'll give my judgments once it's all on. Oh, P.S. I did use a white base because I'm using these neon shadows, and that tends to help the neon type shadows to pop a little bit better. But anyways, let's go back to you having a snack or you're something to drink and watching me blend away, I guess. Okay, so while this eye look does look really pretty, and I do like it, the palette itself, the shadow formula, you had to build up a lot. So I had to go in a lot, back and forth. I could get it to work, but it is very, very powdery of a formula. It has a lot of kickback and it's very dusty. Just not a lot of pigment. So that's why you have to kind of go back in and put it on. And then even still, that was as far as blending, but packing it on, it just doesn't want to pack. And that blue is almost more like a green. You might be able to make it work. I don't know how the red tones will go. We'll see. And then I'm very curious to see, I'm sure this palette, I'm not sure, but I'm hopeful that this palette will actually be even better because neons can be really difficult to master. And if they can only spend so much amount of pigment in there, then it would be hard. I have the eyeliner to try out, and then I also have this really cool eye sparkler eye topper. It's like a liquid glitter eye thing. You guys know I love my CoverGirl one and I love my e.l.f. one. This one is as big as the CoverGirl one, which is $10, but this one is only $5. $5 for that. And that is the same price as the e.l.f. one, but the e.l.f. one is half the size. It's like this little tiny guy. So I'm hopeful that this is just as good as the CoverGirl formula, but with the price point of the e.l.f. one. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna pop this right on top, right over where I put the shimmer shade. It's not that poppin'. I wanna make this pop even more. Right off the bat, I can tell it's not as opaque as the e.l.f. and CoverGirl glitters are. This one is more like a thin, I mean, they call it a topper. I think that's pretty accurate. It's more like a topper. So you probably have to build it up to get that more opaque kind of line. So if you just want a little dusting of this might be a nice choice, but instantly I know I don't like it as much as the CoverGirl and the e.l.f., you know. Okay, let's throw on that neon liner. So excited. Oh wait, hey, this is a different packaging. I just now realized that. Okay, the orange one I have called Strobe is called the UV Bright Lights UV Neon Liner. It's in a square packaging. This one's round. It's called Electric Bold Liner. I wonder if they're any different. I saw the orange one. I didn't notice that it wasn't square. Okay, hopefully it's just as good of a formula because I love that other one. Let's see. The brush tip seems a lot longer too. Hang on. Yeah, it is a lot longer. Okay, well, here it goes. Woo! It's more liquidy though than the other one, so that makes it a little bit harder to control, but it's still packing a punch. Okay, I went ahead and did a wing so I could really test this liner out, really just get in there. And it's a little different. I'm a little disappointed that it's so different of a formula to the orange one. The orange one's super comfortable. It doesn't crack or anything. This one, because I do have slightly hooded eyes, but because I did the wing, it is like I feel it. Yeah, it's like an uncomfortable feeling. It might crack throughout the day. It just has that feeling like it's almost like shrinking on the eyes. It has a lot of pigment though. And even though it was kind of more of a watery formula than the orange one, it wasn't watery in the way that it was thin. It was just very, very liquidy. That's probably a better word for it. Still opaque, very liquidy, but I'm worried about it cracking and stuff. So I'm gonna go do mascara, lashes, because I don't have any new ones to try out. And let me kind of wrap up my thoughts, say what I want to say, and that'll be the end for today. Okay, you done with the rhyming yet? All right, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, let's wrap it up. So basically, I liked almost everything we tried today, which was super exciting. The only thing that isn't really wowing me was the formula of the Profusion Neon palette. I didn't like how much I had to build that up. We just talked about that though. I'm still hopeful for the rest of them because, you know, neons are hard to master, like we said. So yeah, wish me luck. Like I said, I'll play around with that like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. And then I don't like that this formula is different. I wish that I noticed that. I like the square container much more. I don't feel it now anymore. It's been a little while since I finished putting this on. I was like, you know, doing Insta stories and stuff and talking on there, but it doesn't feel as bad. And is it cracking? It's not cracking yet. It just looks a little textured. You know, that's it. So it's doable. It's doable for that price point. I mean, even high price point ones sometimes don't get that good pigment. That is nice and pigmented. A couple products that really stuck out to me today, a couple brands, is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer. That concealer, I like how easily it was to blend. I'll keep testing it out and trying it out, and I'll update you guys if I am loving it, because sometimes it's hard to tell with one, especially when you have all these other products going on, but I'm super optimistic about this. That's exciting. The lippies were nice too. Hard Candy, I feel like it needs to be talked about a little bit more. They have some good ones, I think. I'm thinking. So I'm gonna keep trying stuff from them. Number 7, I did really like that foundation. If you like something that's a medium coverage, radiant finish, it felt really nice. I think it looks nice on my skin. I still have some of my skin peeking through. It doesn't look, you know, so makeup-y. I mean, it still looks like makeup. You know what I mean? It's not full coverage, so I still have some of my skin peeking through. You know, it depends what you're looking for. But I liked the formula of that, and I really liked this finishing powder, so I can see why this powder in particular really sticks out to some people. Curious to try more things from that brand, but let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of these brands? Did you want to give any of them a try? Are they some that you already use yourself? Why are nobody talking about them? That's not proper grammar, but just give me a pass. Why isn't anybody talking about these brands? It doesn't make any sense because some of these are really good and I'm excited. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on my next video. Make sure your notifications are turned on and follow me over on my social media. All of that fun stuff. I'm Ashley Ellix at everywhere. But that's it for today. I will see you guys next time. Like I said at the beginning, hopefully I can do like high-end brands nobody talks about, and a second part, you know, what other brands does nobody talk about for the drugstore too, and I need to do another video for that. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Bye.